Atiku releases details of INEC server proving his victory over Buhari in presidential election. Atiku Abubakar, presidential candidate of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, has released further details about the server of the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, to back up his claims of his victory over President Muhammadu Buhari, candidate of the All Progressives Congress, APC, in the February 23 presidential election. INEC had declared Buhari winner of the election, saying he polled 15,191,847 to defeat Atiku, who scored 11,262,978 votes. However, Atiku has since claimed he actually polled 18,356,732 votes to Buhari 16,741,430, citing figures from INEC's server. In his submission to the Presidential Election Tribunal, the former Adamawa state governor-elect had given the unique MAC address and Microsoft product ID of the INEC server from where the results were obtained. INEC, though, said the result being paraded by Abubakar is fabricated and not from its website. But responding to the INEC's submission in a document seen the cable, Abubakar and the PDP said the address of the server from which the results were obtained was unique to INEC. The servers from which the said figures were derived belonged to the first respondent, INEC. The figures and votes were transmitted to the first respondent's presidential results server 1 and thereafter aggregated in INEC_Pres_RSLT_SRV 2019. Whose physical address or unique MAC address is 9457A5DC64B9 with Microsoft product Idaho 002527BA535. The above descriptions are unique to the 15 tons respondent server, they said. There is no conjecture in the votes and scores in the table pleaded by the petitioners. The figures are factual. The spokesperson for the second respondent's campaign organization openly admitted that the data in question was in the first respondent's server when he wrote and submitted a petition to the Inspector General of Police and the Director General of the Department of State Services, DSS, asking the security agencies to investigate the second petitioner herein for allegedly hacking into the server of the One Street respondent and obtaining the data in question. Specifically, Mr. Festus Keyamo, San, the spokesperson of the second respondent claimed in the said petition that it was the first petitioner who smuggled the data into the server. Atiku and the PDP also alleged that Professor Mahmoud Yakubu, the INEC chairman, committed grave errors in the final collation exercise for the election by falsely crediting some persons with political parties, including Akodi Christopher, Reverend Dr. Onyabuya Dojinuk and Jeff Chins. The grave errors referred to in paragraphs 4 and 5 above were under the hands and signature of the first respondent's chairman, who was also the returning officer, in the conduct of the final collation of the results of the presidential election, they added. The petitioners state that the final results as declared by the first respondent are those that were transmitted online to the website of the first respondent, www.INEC Nigeria. While Atiku continues building his case on his access to the INEC server, the APC has already taken a different course, instead telling the tribunal Atiku shouldn't have been eligible to contest the election in the first place because he was not born a Nigerian but a Cameroonian.